Alright. Let me... Hold on. Let me do this. Okay, I'm gonna start up Ace, and then, and this is on. Okay, I'm not muted. I'll start up Ace, and then I'll start the TikTok live as well. Low key, my hair is so frizzy and poofy right now. I should probably just keep it in braids instead. Jesus. Okay, can you? Thank you, Steam. Okay, let me start TikTok. Actually, I'll make sure it captures right before I start it. That was bright. Okay. Alright, so that's good. You select the game, Phoenix Wright. Okay. And we'll go live here too. Finishing Phoenix Wright. Okay. This is good. Alright, everything's good now. And I put it in the correct category too, because my little brother told me that yesterday, despite me streaming Phoenix Wright on TikTok as well, it was said I was doing Fortnite, which is my bad. So we'll also see how long I keep this hoodie on for. I may have to eventually turn the camera off and take it off because I'm already getting warm, and it's been like 5 minutes or less, so you know how that is. Okay, so we're getting down to business. We're figuring out what the fuck is going on. So the murder that happened in the evidence room, fake. It was the cowboy looking ass guy. He dressed up as the detective Goodman. Like I said, he fucking did, by the way. I just want to point that one out. I said that from the beginning as soon as they showed that bullshit. And he wanted evidence because his brother got murdered. He's part of that big serial killer stuff. Still don't know what the fuck that's about, right? But we'll get there when we get there. So so that's whatever. So now we have to worry about the murder that was already on the table and where that's going. And hopefully we actually finish this today, because as much as I love Ace Attorney, I have been doing this for quite a while. And also I turned up the resolution because my little brother pointed it out, and I was like, oh my god, you kind of right. So shout out him. So now it should look crisper, cleaner. You can see Edgeworth and Phoenix make out in HD. So yeah, it does look a lot better. Like, you see how crisp that text is right now? Okay, anyway, getting into it, the recap. Y'all got it. We're good. So we're gonna watch this bitch. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said. Oh, right, and she flubbed evidence. Like, she literally just came out and said, like, yeah, I fucking did that. So, there's that. Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. Talking about the serial killer guy that was convicted and then executed after. So, I didn't know. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for the Joe Dart killings. They're also being extremely vague about that, at least to Phoenix. Everybody else knows what this is, except for us, okay? Except for us. So, sounds like everyone's heard about these killings with me. See? Lana wanted Dart convicted so badly. That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me. Ooh, what do you mean, what happened to you? It's all there in the file. Joe Dart's last victim was prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence. But what did you have to do with those killings, Emma? On the night prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dart tried to kill me? How does he have beef with, like, okay, this was 2 years ago. She was like 14. How you got beef with a 14-year-old? What? He tried to kill you? Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to say, oh shit. No, because now we got a case of survivor's guilt. So that means you. Yes, I was a witness in the Joe Dart trial. I didn't see that one coming. Maybe comfort her, little Phoenix, something. It happened 2 years ago. It was right about this time of the year, too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day, unusual for the season. I was alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together when she finished her work. Then suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office. Joe Dark. It seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. Traumatizing, to say the absolute least. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up. W. Prosecutor Marshall. Can we get a round of applause for this man? Jake Marshall's brother. Joe Dark tried to take me hostage, but before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then, what happened? I'll never forget it. Lightning struck and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. Ooh. What I saw then burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now. A permanent picture? Ugh. Do you really have to ask about that, Phoenix? I fear it should be glaringly obvious. What did you see in the instant that crime occurred? Take one little guess. Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife. Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl. Yeah. I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently I passed out. Damn. I don't even have any, like, this isn't even, nothing funny can happen here. I have nothing quippy to say. This is just fucked up. When I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms. Poor Emma. You've been through so much. Yeah, to say the very least. I couldn't bring myself to testify about that incident. I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good. 2 years ago, you must have been 14. That's understandable. Yeah, that's literally a baby. Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies and find the evidence to make an airtight case. That way, Lana would never have to forge any. Well, Emma, my poor baby, I love her so much. I know. I feel so fucking bad. I'm like, I can't. This isn't even a laughing matter. Like, that's a lot to see at 14. Oh my god. I see. But the thing is, okay, in this case, W Lana for forging the evidence, because clearly this motherfucker did something. I wouldn't want my little sister, I don't have one, but I wouldn't want my little sister to testify with that. That's traumatizing. I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. But there's still something that bothers me about that crime. I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall, so you weren't able to testify about that. No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why she made up the crime. Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence? The prosecutor's office wanted that guilty verdict so badly. Lana forged the evidence and Mr. Edgeworth used it. Edgeworth? This man's always at the scene of the crime. Love him. She's also a reoccurring character in later games. I love her a lot. Is she gonna like replace Maya, or does Maya come back? That is one spoiler I wouldn't even call it a spoiler, but that is one thing I genuinely need to know. Because I love Maya down. Yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. I mean, it's all my fault. Sorry. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened. So it's true, even though he may not have known it. Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence, but they both come back, don't worry. Thank you so much. Genuinely, that's all I needed to know, because I love them. After that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold like she is today. She must not have been able to face up to what she did, especially not to Emma. Yeesh. There's something that's puzzling me, Emma. What is it? You said you were in Lana's office at that time, right? That's right. Why then would a serial killer come running in there? To murder Lana if she was in there? Like, call me crazy, but I may be connecting the dots. Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor. Oh, there's no mystery there. Joe Dark had been taken in for questioning that day. Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police? Of course. This happened at the police department. Oh? Okay, he tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office. But why did he run all the way over to your sister's office? Yeah, there's a 20-minute... I think, like, 20-minute... I would do anything to play this case again for the first time. I am genuinely so confused, so, But so far, I'm really enjoying it. It is just very, like, twisty, turny... I don't know how else to describe it, but it's really good. But there is a 20-minute drive, or 30-minute drive, I think it's 20, in between the police department and the prosecutor's office. I'm confused. Is this gonna be a plot twist like this motherfucker was executed, even though he shouldn't have been? Was it not him? Like, because the detective offices in the questioning room are right across, from the elevator. See, if I would have read instead of speaking. Across from the elevator. But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she? No, silly. Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. Oh, shit. For real, it's crazy. It's the hardest and longest case, just by the way, so no shame in asking for help. This case is such a daze I could play it twice and feel like it's my first time after the third. Yeah, I had a little bit of trouble yesterday, so please be patient, but also please help. I just asked for patience because my brain is a melting pot. She was the best in the entire force. What? That's news to me. Yeah, I thought she was just... How do you go from detective to chief prosecutor? I don't know how that works. After the Joe Dart case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor. Lana used to be a detective. We're still hung up on that. Okay. I'd better have another talk with her. Yeah, clearly. I guess she's in here. Okay. Lana. Mr. Wright, it seems I keep causing you trouble. Falsifying evidence? I didn't think you were the type. Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we? I mean, this is a slippery slope. But low-key, I gotta agree with her on this one. Slippery slope, though. Not in every case. But in this one, I understand. But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty. See, slippery slope. Believe me, I understand the risks. Lana, Emma told me about you. Oh? About how you were a detective 2 years ago. And how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office. That's right. Could you fill me in on the details, especially about that unusual change of jobs? I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright. It's in the name! Let's talk about today's trial first. A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today, not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago. Evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as much. I know how obsessive our Officer Marshall can be. That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth. It's not funny. I get nervous laughter. It couldn't be helped, Emma. At that trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. Well, all drama aside, the fact of the matter is, at 5:15, there was no murder at the police department. Tell me it's not true, Lana. What the witness, Miss Starr, said. I forgot about Miss Starr. I can never remember her name. I just remember her as the lunch lady or the onigiri lady. Have you gotten to that one part with Mia and Lana? I don't think so, no. I'm on, like, I think this is like day 3 investigation or something. I'm not sure. About you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. She's so nonchalant, bro. Lana, I don't understand. Why won't you tell us? Emma, this doesn't involve just me. It doesn't involve the chief police, whatever the fuck his role is, Gantz. I want that motherfucker in jail. I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. Again, I might change my tune about him. I will put my hands up and say that. But for right now, I don't trust him. I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so phased before. It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago. She was amazing. The flippity flop and the emotion, she rose fuck for that. They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together. Chief Gant? He was the deputy chief of police back then, but he still worked the crime scenes. Damon Gant. He was everything I aspired to be. They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be found. Damn! Okay? Put them back on the force. Emma really idolizes her big sister. But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened? I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was to gain experience investigating crime scenes so you could use that experience in court, right? That's smart, I'll give her that one. Gant's help in the SL9 case was crucial to its resolution. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office. Maybe I should ask more about this investigation of theirs 2 years ago. Yeah, can I get more, like, because everyone's just like, yeah, something happened, this kind of happened, I kind of saw this. I just want the facts. 2 years ago, I was second in command of the detectives investigating Dark. Second in command? That means the investigation lead was Damon Gant, right? Yes. Deputy Chief Gant and I shared the same office and the same investigations. They even had the same office. God, that would drive me bananas. You need your alone time, you know? Like, you just need a separate space. Especially... Nah. We led a team of the best detectives on the force. Detective Goodman, whose case it was, Jake Marshall, and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. I love that they both like to cosplay. I think that's sweet. This is my favorite case. I love it a lot. I'm very excited. I'm kind of sad because I believe this is the last case of the first game, and I have a thing about finishing games where it makes me sad and anxious, so I usually don't finish games. I don't know what the fuck that's about, but... Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place, when he tried to murder Emma. Prosecutor Marshall is trying to save me from Dark. You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me. Now you tell us. Damon Gant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stages, and Dark must have suddenly panicked. So he waited until Gant and Marshall let their guards down, then fled the room. Are there not, like, more guards? From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Gant and myself. That's where he found me. So you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana. It appears so. I was filing some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Dark. Oh, yeesh. Oh. When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood. 3 bodies? Prosecutor Marshall, the victim, Emma, who had passed out, and the suspect, Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Dark had incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious. What did you do? To be honest, I panicked. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her. Oh, don't be your older sister. They're gonna hit me right here in my feels. I want her to be innocent so fucking bad. Like, I can't even put into words. I just want them to go live happy together, and can't blame her after all her sister must have gone through. Like, lucky for you, Ace Attorney has 10 plus games. Ace Attorney 7, 2026. Jesus. I did buy the trilogy. This is the trilogy. So I have 2 more games, but I am going to take breaks in between games because I don't want to, like, I wouldn't want to say burn myself out, but I use my brain too much. After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest. Let me get this straight. The last thing Phoenix would ever say. You were all involved in the SL9 incident. That's right. Quite a coincidence. There's no such thing as coincidence in this house. None. I don't buy it. Me and Phoenix like this. What are you saying? There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident, just by chance. But that case was solved 2 years ago. At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved. Officer Marshall. Yes, his actions came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he's changed completely. I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark. Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories. That case just might not be over yet. The fuck does that mean? Who done it? Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right? Yes, in the office that Damon Gant and I shared. The office that Mr. Gant now occupies by himself. The chief's... We're gonna break into this man's office. And I'm going to prosecute him for murder! Or, not prosecute... Yeah, murderer! Maybe we should have a look at the chief's office, the site of the final SL9 murder. Excuse me. Low-key, I don't know why. Maybe I just have Resident Evil on the brain. This reminds me of Jill from Resident Evil. I need to lock in. The TGAA games are the absolute best of the series, but we saved the best for last. All right. I don't know. Is there like a chronological order I should be doing this in? Or do I leave those for last, despite maybe there being a chronological aspect to this? Like, I don't see Detective Gumshoe. Bring back my bookie. Things seem kind of quiet around here today. You're right. The chief of detectives seems the same, though. Why don't we go look for some other people to talk to? Right. We can come back here later. I thought I was supposed to go... Hey, we can go to the entrance. Oh, Jesus Lord. Howdy, Bambina. Oh, Mr. Marshall! I never thought things would turn out this way when I woke up this morning. Seta. Oh my god. I don't know if I love him or hate him. Like, he's just kind of funny. Like, every time he's on screen, I'm gonna start giggling. He may charm me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm pretty easy. You never know where life will lead you. Hey, Bambina. I should have known my leg had run out when old Billy dried up this morning. Who the fuck is Billy? Is that your cacti? Must be his pet cactus. Oh, I fucking called it. The official website has the timeline of the games. I'm a little confused on the order, considering that TAT features the past. Start with Phoenix Wright Trilogy, Miles Edgeworth Investigations, then the Apollo Justice Trilogies, and lastly... Okay, actually, genuinely, let me write that down. Because I don't, like... Because this is good, this is good. Okay. Investigations, and then Apollo. Alright. I wrote that down. I don't want to disappoint. So I got that. Say, where are you headed? Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance, but we all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner. I can do whatever I want, because I'm motherfucking Phoenix Wright. But, Mr. Marshall, why did you do it? Why did prospectors head west? If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one. Low-key, I'm gonna give it to him, because I understand. But before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened? Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today. My apologies, but you also won't be getting a steak lunch in prison for assaulting Officer Meekins, my goat. Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so. What do you mean, fishy? Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon. The murder weapon? You mean that switchblade knife with the broken tip? That was Joe Dark's, alright. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised. A question? The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained. What does that mean? Baby, I fear he just explained it in clear words to you. That is the clearest sentence I have gotten from this man ever. It means there's a good chance that knife was not the murder weapon. Gah! However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased. It's being covered up. Listen to the soundtrack in my feed time. I like the songs in AA I'm jamming out right now. Lucky there are some bangers. Like, something Capcom does not play with is soundtrack, ever. Could the facts have been concealed with forged evidence? That case left behind scars on all of us. The scars that the SL9 incident left behind. I'll get to that in a second. Tell me about your brother. I got the looks, but he got the... I'm sorry, baby, but he got the looks and he got the brains. He is so much more cuter. Or... I mean, he ain't bad looking, but... Look, I got a type. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I had just made detective when it went down. Oh, that's fucked. Oh, that's terrible. It was our first case together. How old was he, your brother? 27? Wow, bro's got... I mean, 27 ain't old. I'm only 23. But bro's got a baby face. He was awarded the highest honor that very day. The highest honor? You mean the gang of prosecutors? I knew it. What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor. Mr. Marshall must have been really close with his brother. The day the SL9 incident took place, that wasn't the same day as... That's right. It was the day of the evidence transferal. Yeah, no, too many of this is like... Both of them... Okay, because you already have everything else. But both of them happening during evidence transfers, yeah, I'm looking at everybody sideways. And you know who I'm looking at most sideways? That motherfucker Gantz. It's him. I feel it. And if it's not, I'm gonna look stupid. But for right now, I'm standing on that. Interesting. It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall, there was thunder. I can't believe 2 years have gone by already. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die. Apparently someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty. There was something going on behind the scenes of that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Miss Starr was fired, and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room. What about Detective Goodman? If they did something to him too, the commissioners would get suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious. It's this motherfucker. Ever since I saw him, I don't like the way he pauses before he speaks and he just stares at you, okay? And I'm telling you now, I don't like him. Godats? I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Theme and Herlock's theme are so good. OMG. I don't think I've met them yet, have I? Probably not. It doesn't ring any bells, I'm sorry. They? Who are you talking about? Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gant and Lana Skye. Listen, I support women's rights and wrongs, and in this case, she's innocent. But we can blame him. I'm down for that. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about that one. The investigation lead, Damon Gant, and his second in command, Lana Skye. There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. That case was the biggest step in both of their careers. After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Yeah, Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. She's never been the same since she left. Everyone who knew her said so. Excuse me. Chief Prosecutor Skye was totally different when she was a detective. Now that he mentions it, Emma said something like that too. Yeah, I think she said she got like more cold when she became a prosecutor. Is she guilty of something? Please, God, no. Tell me, what happened to my sister? Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out. Lana's secret. It all started 2 years ago. Okay. So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner? It was certainly enlightening. There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy. Okay, we can all agree on that. People can stop being mean to my boy. I think Edgeworth gets way too much hate. In fact, I love him. Ever since he showed up. Their later characters, I'm a big fan of the little name puns and Ace. No, for real, they're so... I can't remember which one it was, but there was one that got me so bad. Miles does not catch a break, unfortunately. Why would you... Okay, I'm gonna make a fan game where he's just happy, living life happy. He I don't know, he's like making like spaghetti in his kitchen or something. I don't know if that boy can cook. He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. Someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damon Gant. Oh, I hate you. I hate you! Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. No, I believe you. I hate this man ever since he turned up in court. Trust, we are like this right now. I won't even be a patrolman after today. You gotta come work as my assistant? Like, I got an opening. It's just me at the office. Too bad I won't be around to work with you when you become a real scientific investigator. Oh, adios, Bambino. Oh, man, I'm kind of sad. He's grown on me. He's grown on me as a character. Can I go into his office, please? This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted. That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes. Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room. I'm a bust in there. Thanks. Wow, he actually talked to us. With the chief prosecutor saying what she did and the decision about what to do about Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media and the tomorrow's trial, there's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. I think festive is the word usually used for those. Sir, we'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office. Just use the connecting hallway to the other building and take the I know, like, she's kind of already, like, established as a person in their eyes, probably, because, Lana used to work with them. I don't think you're just allowed to waltz in to someone's office, though. You really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything. Hey, you're right! You can't go in there, it's off limits! Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm. Hey, my boy doesn't need to be catching any strays. I love that man. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office. Phoenix breaks into crime scenes all the time, don't worry. I know, like, there's so much stuff that happens in there. Somebody yesterday pointed out that, like, in every court case, at least one person commits perjury and is never, like, charged for that or anything. People just be doing stuff. Why does this man have a gigantic organ in his office? Talk about lavish. What is he, Ganondorf? Whoa, where am I? In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door. Check out that pipe organ. That's real, isn't it? Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. Do you remember anything, though? Kindergarten's kind of a long time. They used to call me Little Miss Bach. I hope that's how you say that name. Sorry, I'm not well versed in classic music. I didn't read that. I never could remember where C was. You've alerted him! Oh, it's you two. Chief Gant! He put that paper he was reading in his desk. I'm gonna steal that later. I hope you don't mind. So, Rido, have you been swimming lately? What is his obsession with swimming? I fear this is like a thinly veiled threat of his of I'm gonna go sleep with the fishes. No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately. I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too with Mr. Marshall's misconduct and Lana's provocative statement. Provocative statement? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence. 2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies. Yeah, something like that. See that big picture on the wall over there? I bet he just got that bitch hung up, by the way. He didn't want to seem suspicious, but I know. That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. We took it to commemorate our work together. Something's not right with this picture. The giant gold knight? Like, the ugly vate? Wait a fucking second! That's... Y'all see what I'm seeing? Am I tweaking? Do y'all see? Bitch, that's the same face! I can't quite seem to put my finger on it, though. I can! It was this motherfucker. Ooh, when I put you in prison, buddy, old pal, it's gonna feel even better than putting Von Karma in prison, I believe. But for right now, I actually don't think anything can top that. Seeing Von Karma be indicted, I suppose is the word. I don't quite. It was so good. Anyway, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm going to lock up here, so let's go out together. Phoenix, do you know how to pick lockpick? Do you know how to lockpick? You look like the type. Oh, but this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it? That case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore. All the same, we'd still like to have a look around. Perhaps you didn't hear me. See, he's threatening. He's threatening. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore. What the fuck you gonna do, bitch? Don't back down, Phoenix. He ain't got aura like we do. Remember who we are. Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend. Yeah, meeting. Your face is gonna meet my fist. Looks like we aren't welcome. Seems that case isn't over with yet, after all. What do you mean? Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there. You mean like a clue? Yes, Emma, you're getting it. You're getting there. There's gotta be a way we can get inside the chief's office. Someone called Detective Gumshoe right now. I'm about to seduce this man. It won't take much because I already want him more than anything. Hey, pal! There he is. Hi, Vicky! Detective Gumshoe, aren't you supposed to be in a meeting? I'm, just taking a breather. My feet hurt. You want a foot massage? You want a foot massage? I'm your guy. From sitting so long? Actually, from serving everyone coffee. I just think Gumshoe should be... Emma is kind of our detective in this game, and a few future games. Her mechanics are some of my favorite. I am so excited. I do love her. I was a little... Because I thought they were trying to replace Maya at first, but she's growing on me. Anyway, I think Gumshoe should be chief of police. After I put this motherfucker in prison, he's getting the promotion. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop. Say, have you seen Mr. Edgeworth? Edgeworth? No. Why do you ask? He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battles between you two in court. That sounds serious. Is it because of what my sister said? Yeah, probably. That's basically what it all boils down to. That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood. Yikes. Yikes indeed. I think truly they just don't like him. They're doing everything they can. He couldn't fucking breathe weird and they'd be like... I love Edgeworth. But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. They don't give a fuck. They just hate him. Lana Skye is the guilty party here, isn't she? Sorry. My bad. Regardless, prosecutors responsible for the evidence they present in court. Not only that, but as you know, there have been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. His amazing talent as a prosecutor has kept him safe from those who don't like him. But now, with this, are there really so many people who hate him? In our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only has that, but he's young. Still a better recipe I know of for making enemies. True. It's all envy, it's all jealousy. Poor guy's never able to catch a break. I know, I feel so bad. People are so mean to him, bro. Hey, Dick, keep up the good work. Yes, sir. Let's go out for lunch again sometime. My treat. Yes, sir. You gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay, Dick? Yes, sir. Seems you don't have any problems with enemies. Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack. I will be there to protect him. Believe in that. Actually, I took a look at the file earlier while the coffee was brewing. Seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything? The only evidence Doc left behind was during his final attack. His final attack? You mean when he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl? That she's closer than you think. Yeah. Seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl. That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all. A body and himself below that body, I would surmise? Oh, let's see. I think it has something to do with the murder weapon. Oh, I forgot. Look, it's all written somewhere in here. Okay, can I have those files? Can I have those files? Please. Consider it a favor. His powers of recollection never failed him. He just like me. I'll be like, yeah, it's something, and then it ain't something. Gumshoe should have 0 enemies. If he does have any on finding them. You just like me, twin. I love this man so much. I want to consume him. Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory. Let me ask about the crimes first. Joe Doc was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman. A businessman? What made him take to serial killing? People have hobbies. You know, it's just one of those things. One day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car. Damn! With his car? So, it was an accident. An accident, yes, but it transformed him into an animal. An animal? He killed a man that witnessed the accident. Then he killed a lady who saw the second crime. This is not funny. A kid walked by just then, so he killed him. Then a jogger got murdered. It's not funny. Finally, he turned himself in. Seems he was a pretty careless animal. Of course, this is all conjecture. Wasn't a single shred of evidence. So we're doing word of mouth. Okay. That's nice, baby. So, he turned himself in. Yes, but in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim, Prosecutor Marshall. That crime was witnessed by someone too, but luckily Doc was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed. Yep, that last witness, aka Emma. Ooh. Okay, let me present him with the muedra. About this. Hey, is that? It has a tag attached to it with the label SL9 incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of. What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker. Not anymore. Also, something that has not been answered is why Gantz wanted Edgeworth to get the screwdriver from the SL9 incident put in his office. But I'm surmising it has something to incriminate Gantz. That is my theory. On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker and was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler. Yo, Loki. I'm about to put forth a conspiracy theory. So conspiracy, but walk with me. Let me hold your hand. Walk with me. Because Lana Skye murders Goodman, right? Okay, walk with me. Either A, Goodman found out and he was trying to, so he got that. Okay, walk with me again. And he was trying to be like, yeah, Gantz fucking did this shit. So he's trying to expose everything that happened, right? Okay, and then Lana murdered him for it. Or B, and I don't know why Goodman's here. This is why conspiracy theory A makes more sense. Conspiracy theory B is that Lana was like, damn, I'm tired of living like this. And she put it there. Because she called Emma, and all she said was, muffler. And that was what we found in the muffler. I am man enough to say my theories might be wrong. But I'm cooking. Just know I'm getting there. That's it. Now, I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me. Well, what is it, detective? Quick, before you forget again. Me. This knife, it was Joe's Darks, wasn't it? That's right. We traced it back to the store he bought it at. Plus, it had his fingerprints on it, too. But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right? That's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken. Thank you, Captain Obvious. You don't have to take a good look to notice that. Yeah, well, anyway. Take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found. That's what did him in. Where was it? The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside his own body. Look at his little smirk. Oh, I could kiss you right now. If you want. I got lip balm. Whatever you want, Boppy. Just let me know when you're ready. This was a big gob of lip balm. It wasn't worth the bit. Ugh, some got in my mouth. Ugh. It was found deep inside the stab wound. Did it match Dark's knife? You bet! Down to the last fiber. That's pretty conclusive. Okay, Neil's autopsy report. Stabbed in the back, died from punctured. Stabbed in the back. Interesting. I just want to say interesting. Tiny spoiler, but not super big for Gumshoe. If you tell me he dies, I'm going to be extremely upset. I'm willing to listen. Just please don't let him die. Does he get a wife and kids? This is gonna break me emotionally. He doesn't die. Okay. Okay. I'm locked in. I'm listening. So he was stabbed in the back, died from punctured heart and lung. A knife tip was in the wound. I'm saying, because when they were fighting, they were face to face. They were face to face. You're not getting stabbed because that motherfucker jumped him. He gets a little crush on a girl named Maggie. She's a sweetheart. It's really adorable. I have been emotionally destroyed today, but whatever makes my Pookie happy, I will cheer for him on the sidelines. Is that in one of the games that, like, in the trilogy, or is it like a different game? Working tips found the victim's body belonged to murderer Dark. Okay, cool. Well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know. Can I ask you one more thing? What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Gant. It's not money, but it does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered. The chief's out now and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay. I fucking told you we were gonna use Gumshoe. It's not using if I love him. I'm not using him. He's everything to me. Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door. What? Really? And we still have Goodman's. But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust. Okay. Breach of trust? Simply put, I'd be canned. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh. Sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you. I'll take care of you. With my attorney money, I will take care of you. How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's. That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died. Oh. I'm losing my Jersey accent, and I don't know what's going on. So in other words, Gumshoe's our only chance of getting into that office. I'm gonna swipe your card, but it's okay. I wonder if there's something which we could show him that would make him change his mind. Something I could show him that would change his mind? Do you like this photo? Do you see the jar in the back? Okay, nope. Something that would change your mind. I am not cooking. I genuinely do not know. What the fuck am I supposed? I love you, but what am I supposed to give you? Ooh. Do I need to go find something? Do you want to see the jar? Like, what do you... About that jar, I think it's... Cooking. Somewhere. Or maybe it's one of those memories people have from previous life. Sure. It's supposed to be the most uninformative detective I've ever met. Something about it makes me feel uneasy. It's like I'm in the chief's office and he's yelling at me. See, even he subconsciously knows I'm fucking cooking. Chief Gant. Where could I have seen that before? No! Baby, you see that! Or do I need to check it and like point it out? Am I the problem? Baby, shut up. My dog is getting uppity. Okay, well, see, the thing is I'm going to kiss you on the mouth. Please let me in that office. Because it's literally right there. It is, what is happening? And there's nothing I can do from here. Do I need to check it from my record? Nope. Do I need to go find something else? Cause I'm on the right track. Gumshoe, why are you making this difficult? Because this is the only thing I can think of. I mean, fuck, it's right there. Gumshoe, take a little bit of a closer look. How do you get stuck 5 minutes in? That's crazy. Who's doing it like me? Nobody. Okay. Damn, that's crazy. Apollo's speaking to me. How are you gonna do a fucking captcha? Are you kidding me? So I'm okay. Allegedly, I'm supposed to just bounce after that and go see. That's not where I meant to go. No one's here today, not even Miss Starr. Everyone's probably busy looking at exactly what went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are. But we proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15 p.m. Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case. But instead it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty. I mean, she's guilty of the false evidence. Not so much murder. Not quite yet. But we'll see. We'll see. Everyone is suspicious. Except for, like, Phoenix, Miles, and Emma. And Gumshoe. He can do no wrong. I've got to find all the answers by tomorrow. Okay. I wonder if Edgeworth is back yet. There he is. It looks like he's writing something. A love letter to me. Hey. What's got you so startled? Is it my beautiful presence that gets you off guard? What up? What are you doing here? He sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor. Emma crawl under his desk and snatch it. Tough day in court, huh? I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me? Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you. Me too. That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings. He's not doing a very good job. He's just over there grimacing. I know. I love this man. So, what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day. Okay, hey, I'm working pretty. I'm working hard. There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what it all breaks down to. Nothing I do can erase that fact. But you didn't know, did you? I mean, that the evidence was falsified. The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error, my responsibility as the prosecutor in charge. That fact remains the same no matter what excuses I might have. I fear it's not that black and white, can I be honest? Mr. Edgeworth, I take pride in my work, so tell me why. Tell me why. Why has it all come to this? Even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up. Yeah, this would piss me off. This can cost him his entire career. So, I understand. Are you up for the trial tomorrow? First last year's trial, and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me, because this is gonna come as a shocker to you. I'm in love with you. Let me take you away from this baby girl. No allegations, no rumors, just you and me. On a beach, pina coladas, sunset. Let me take you away from this. To be honest, you're getting... Oh, okay. Never mind. So, cut off the beach. That ain't happening. Okay, boys, I know you want to flirt right now, but people are dying, so lock in. This is literally just like their natural state. But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial. Tomorrow's the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this. What do you mean? The list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. It's only half as long as most of the list? That is odd. They're really rubbing their last two brain cells together with that sentence. After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at the time. Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time. That picture. Something seems strange about it. The jar, Phoenix. Think of the jar. Could you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered. You were participating in a ceremony of the station, right? I've never cared for Hold on. Theory crafting. Are they gonna try to murder my boy? Loki? Because everything has been full circle, like literally mirror match, except for the fact that the guy that received the King of Prosecutors trophy ain't dead in this case. Edgeworth, I need to put you on police detail. Actually, you can't even trust the police. Edgeworth, I'm gonna need you to come to my house. This is for your own protection. Promise. Because you were awarded this? Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out of the ceremony. I would. I don't want all eyes on me. I say that as I'm literally streaming. God! I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department. You finished up at the office? Yes. Just odds and ends. Clerical stuff. Sorry. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back. Take something back? The screwdriver. You remember that one? This. Well, I already took it from you. Why do you have it? Is he reaching in my pocket? Oh yeah, Chief Gant asked you to hold on to that, didn't he? Yes. It was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office. That's the story we heard yesterday. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to? That's right. Why are we dotting? Also, wait. Hold on. Cause y'all see this, right? Consider that one, right? And then it's broken off in the actual award. Uh-huh. There are thoughts up in here, but I'm not gonna share them quite yet. Just know. This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gant's office. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He had just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy. Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me. Sorry, I'm shaking a drink and I'm trying to keep it away from the mic because I don't want to be fucking annoying. Yes. The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding. Yeah, it's a little different. Yeah. And what if that was the piece that was broken off in his fucking back because Gantz actually came up behind him with the trophy and stabbed him with it? Theory crafting. I remember now. Remember what? That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago. There's a story behind its design. Tweaking. Oh wow. This coconut water is quite delightful. A story? Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us? It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award's based on. Would you care to elaborate? This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with two characters. The first means halberd, and the second means shield. Have you heard this story? No. Me? Oh, sure, everyone knows that. Why don't you tell it, though? For Emma's sake. Yeah, okay, Phoenix, you're playing it real cool. Very well. Bro don't know nothing about nothing. Long ago in the kingdom of Chu, I don't speak Chinese, so I'm sorry. There was an arms merchant. One day, he presented the king with two items. The first was the halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon. Wait a minute. Objection! In the office? Those claims contradict each other! Very perceptive. But then again, you've heard the story before, right? fucking got him. Oh, chicken mate. Anyway, as you've mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless, and thus the Chinese word for contradiction was born. Interesting, if that's real. If it's not, my bad. Storytime with Miles, yeah, for real. Prosecutor doesn't work out for him and they, jail him. He could be a storyteller. I would attend. Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and broken knife symbolize... Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items. Okay. The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words, but it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion, even if it results in something as ugly as this. Damn. Bro did not want that fucking trophy. Wow, thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today. That's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield? You'll have to ask Chief Gamp. Because he murdered somebody with it. I'm putting this forth now! 2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the war abolished. Do you... the stars are aligning perfectly right now, okay? Motherfucker, you did it. That's what was in his back. Not this knife. Not that knife tip, okay? The other one, that ain't it. It's this. He's not a fan of receiving rewards and being the center of attention. He is the center of my attention, okay? Consider him the sun in my world. And, like, they used... Oh, Miles Edgeworth, I love you. That's all I can say. I'm getting tongue twisted. Can I... Okay, I don't think I have anything else to show him. Love you so much, though. Maybe I go back. Oh. Excuse me. Hey. Inside thoughts. But wow. Would either of you care for a quarter pound of roast beef? Miss Star! I guess she's out of lunches. You don't need a lunch when you got a whole feast right there, you know what I'm saying? She's so bad. You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk. I mean, she's right. Because who the fuck... Like, okay. Very social... He doesn't like... He also doesn't like gossip or having his photo taken. Very socially awkward. Hey there, mamas! See, I don't say it like I don't say mamas in like English. I say it in Spanish. Like, so instead of like come here mamas, it'd be like come here mamas. Like, do you guys like that? Anyway, no, she's been with this fact because what are you doing to the cows? It's just very I didn't expect that to come out of her mouth. Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago. Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from that case was due for transferal. This can't all be attributed to mere coincidence, and I'm inclined to agree with Phoenix here. Aren't you forgetting something? You know, that little scene I happened to witness? This has nothing to do with that right now. In the grand scheme of things, yes, but right now, no. I have another investigation going on the side. The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten. I'll savor yours. Give me the chance. Miss Star's hatred towards Lana. It all dates back to 2 years ago. Joe Dark. That's the name I'll not soon forget. We trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. Poor old Jake Marshall, though. Must have been going through hell. You mean because of his brother's death? They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. I understand why, like... Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate. Her. Lana Skye. Were they a couple? I'm calling it now! I called it earlier. The best of the best were put on the SL9 case. Of course, they were led by that legendary duo. Lana and Chief Gant. The iconic duo. We hear about. Did we get them? You want to enlighten me a little more? Damon Gant and Lana Skye. They have one picture together, one singular. Gant led the investigation with Lana second in command. They were the best. They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they? Damon Gant's magnetism in particular was almost unreal. His magnetism? By that, I mean his ability to attract evidence. In a later game, Emma's voice actor is Erica Lindbeck, the voice of Barbie. She voices somebody else I know. I think this might be cringe, but I think it's Genshin Impact. But that name sounds so familiar to me. Oh, just you wait. Lana has been around the block. She's for the streets. And there's wait. I completely glazed over this. There's voice acting in later games. Because thank God. I can only do so many voices. Anyway, I think he's flubbing evidence. That's the short and skinny of that one. Yeah, there's cutscenes. Oh, thank God. It's gonna be a lot more fun. Like, I mean, I like doing the voices because I think they're a little silly, but I can only do so much. He'd produced the most incredible evidence in the case he handled. Incredible evidence? You mean... Oh yes, there were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him, though. I take it she's talking about forged evidence. And I'm here to make those claims come to light because I also believe it. I have everything against this man right fucking now. Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her. Really? Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated anything crooked and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake. Mr. Marshall. When Jake's brother was murdered, she... Hold on. Oh. Sorry. Getting text. When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would have ever recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating. Miss Starr. That's why. I'll never be able to forgive her. Holy aura? Why did she have to turn so cold after that? Listen, everyone's got a problem with her, okay? You know, like, sometimes you gotta look at what the common denominator is. What I mean is that Lana has another love interest you'll learn about later. Angel Star's got, like, 4 boyfriends, and now you're telling me Lana... Is she, like, following in the same footsteps as her? Because, damn... I mean, I support women's rights and wrongs. And if you can play a man, then play a man, you know what I'm saying? That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out. You mean, with the forging of the evidence? Don't get me wrong, Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret. But you don't have proof anything illegal was done. I'm proof enough of what happened. Ooh, Aura, hold on! After that case, all of us, save Goodman, were relieved of our duties. Most without even so much as an explanation. Then, Lana Skye transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor. Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor. Nothing's quite as simple as it appears. Huh? Lana Skye was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter. And you're probably right, because one thing this game's gonna do is foreshadow. She was being used? Hold on. Wait, comfy in my chair. Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she? Yes, thanks to Chief Gant's powerful influence. Chief. That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, his position as chief was secured. Sorry, there's a lot of... There's only one thing left for him to control, and then no one could stand in his way. I'm putting the dots together. And the more this goes on, the more right I'm looking. And, oh, God, do I love that. The prosecutor's office. Oh my God, yes, that makes sense. He made her the chief prosecutor. He can control both. Angel Starr, you beautiful woman. I don't know why I didn't think of that first. My bad. What? You mean that's why Lana was transferred? Oh, if he could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along. This was one evil, evil little man. But how could he control Lana? I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude there must have been a reason for her change. Oh, I see why you were called the Coffin Queen. You are Sherlock reincarnate, baby. At last, I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. I fear it's not that simple. I genuinely fear. Thank you, Miss Star. You listen to me, Rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I've been. And if I never see you again, I love you. Just think about what we could have been in another life. Meeting in different circumstances. Don't know where to go now. Me versus flirting with everybody in this game. Holy shit. I'm gonna be the one around the block next time. Where doth thou... Or maybe we ask her about something. Nope. Okay. Can I do this yet? Oh, you're back! You're still here? I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Jesus. Brewing coffee, cupping files. I'm turning into a regular DJ. What the fuck does that mean? What the... Desk jockey? Like you're at your desk? You're a DJ as well? Imagine. This is an AU I can get behind. If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey. Oh, that DJ. Yeah. I gotta admire your persistency, but my answer's still no. I'm not letting you in the chief's office, period. It'd be my neck on the line. That office is the last crime scene in the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there. There's gotta be something we can do to make the detective change his mind. Honey, I love you. What? I'm trying to show you the picture. I'm trying to... Listen, Pookie Bear. I show you the picture. You're like, holy shit, is that the jar in the back? That's fucking crazy. And then you know what we do? We march on over to his office together. You unlock the door. I give you a quick little swift kiss on the lips. And I, swagger my way in. How does that sound? Okay. What do I have to show you? I showed you the jar. What you had something to say about the jar. What more could I possibly? I'm gonna eat you. 1 second. I missed something. Yes, Apollo spoke to me again, but I completely glazed over this. I think I'm going to sneeze. And I can't sneeze quite yet. Because it's going to be annoying and loud. You mind? I wonder what he was writing before. Come on, Mr. Wright, let's take a look. She just like me. You're just like your old papa. Nosy as fuck and wanted to stoop into everything. You crazy, Edgeworth is sitting right there. Just distract him. I'm gonna start twerking. I'm gonna start clapping my booty cheeks together at a velocity that is so shocking. You're gonna be able to get that paper. Don't even worry about it. Hey, Edgeworth. His face killing me. He don't give a fuck. Is that Detective Gumshoe at the window there? Oh no, he's falling to the ground. Hold on. First, let me see what this girl's doing, crawling around my feet. Girl, me too. I'm trying to put those bad boys in my mouth. Who fucking said that? Which one of y'all said that? He didn't even look. What? Letter of... If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says a letter of resignation. Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean... I'm tired, right? I feel as if something inside me has died. But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it is your fault. People are just so mean to him, I understand. I wouldn't have lasted a week in his shoes. People are so... I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either. Uh-oh, I think he's serious. Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something. This letter of resignation, I wonder if I can use it for anything. That's what we were missing. That's what we were missing. You're not going anywhere, pal, and I promise you that. I will literally chain you to your chair before I let you resign. Hey, mamas, what's up? Damn, you know what's crazy, Gumshoe? I just ran 20 minutes over here just for this. Now you're gonna let me in the goddamn fucking office. What's this crumpled up piece of paper? No, no way! Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious! Is he ever not serious? My poor baby, I know. I feel so bad. Like, I knew nothing about him coming into this, but like, damn. The more I learn, just the more sad I get. Like, truly. I can't believe they pushed him this far. Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible. When I first met him, I thought he was as cold as ice, too. But I know different now. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence, but we betrayed him. Detective. Oh, both of my Pookies are sad. That's it. I've made up my mind. But, yeah, take my ID card. We can't do that. If someone found out, they wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report. Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated. What? So at least let me do this. For Mr. Edgeworth's sake. Gumshoe, their friendship is so fucking cute. I positively love them. I didn't know they were like I think the first episode, I didn't know the friendship was gonna be like this. Like, they are literally like this, and it is so precious to see every single time. I love you so much, Pookie. I will come back for you dinner, same time tonight. That motherfucker. Here goes, Mr. Wright. My dog's drinking water, if you hear that. He drank loud as fuck. We're in! If anyone finds us now, Detective Gumshoe's a goner. If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me. She hit him again! No, not the ghost thing again. This happened in the filing room, like, 2 days ago. Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I didn't even know you could slap a ghost. Ah, Detective Gumshoe! What are you doing sneaking up on us like that? I wasn't sneaking. I was just worried something might go wrong. So I came too. If you're here, then what's the point in giving us your ID card? It's about the symbolism. Gumshoe's ID crushed and rendered unusable in pocket. What the fuck happened? Hey, don't do that to my guard! What the fuck? What's happening? I hardly ever get a chance to come in here. So I figured I'd have a look around myself. You wanna play the organ for us? Besides, we're all in this together now. You really do want to get fired, don't you? Not if we're lucky. Now come on, let's see what we can find out. Got a bad feeling about this. Now, I mean, look at him. He's so cute. And he's so happy. Literally, why would he do that? Oh my god. Bro, this game is so funny. Can I ask you something? Sure. You only came here to look around, right? And because it's one of the SL9 crime scenes, sorry. I mean, that's your only reason for coming here, isn't it? Why do you ask? You don't think... Nah, you wouldn't be. No. No, there's no way. Never mind. Baby, just spit it out. Okay, now then let's look around a bit more. Hey, hold on! Not so fast, buddy! Huh? What is it? When someone tells you, don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you, pal! You don't just let it go! Oh. So you're one of those kinds of people, huh? It's fine, I love you. I like the needy. Sorry. This guy's starting to get about. Phoenix, backtrack on that one. No, we love Detective Gumshoe in this house. Okay, so what's bothering you? You two don't think Chief Gant might be a suspect, do you? I absolutely do. 100%. What? He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think of it? 100%. This man did it. Chief Gant. So it's finally come to this. What do I think of him? Perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings yet. There you go, ignoring me again. Baby! The desk on the other side of the room was at your sister's. Yes, that's where I was waiting for Lana on that day 2 years ago. Is anyone using it now? No, sir. It's entirely Chief Gant's. Okay, well, his greed sickens me. He simply does not need 2 desks, 2 computers, and a pipe organ. He practices a strict policy of preserving the crime scene. It's a strange reason to leave it there. At least it has a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be alert. He told us so himself at our New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time. I see. So, ever since Lana left, no one ever touches that desk. No one except Chief Gant and the cleaning lady who's in here each morning. Still, 2 years have passed since that incident. There can't possibly be any clues remaining. You never know until you know. These shelves are mostly empty. Lana must have cleared them out when she transferred over to the prosecutor's office. There's a small picture frame on the left shelf. Hey! This is when Lana and I went to that theme park. I thought that was a flower. I'm not gonna lie to you. Loose here. Big window. Look at that giant window. Makes you want to crash through it and jump outside. No, baby, I think I can pass on that one. This is the 15th floor. I know, I was just saying. Saying what? Ever since being a detective, I've always dreamed about doing something like that. Note to self, Detective Gumshoe has a lot of dreams. Oh. So long as he doesn't go crashing through that window when he gets spotted. Don't say that! Oh my god. Okay, this was Lana's desk. It sure is tidy. Lana's always been a meticulous cleaner. There's not even any dust on it. Looks like someone's still keeping it clean. Does Lana ever come back here? No. Chief Gant must still keep it clean in memory of their partnership. They are the stuff legends are made of. Did he keep it in memory of her or in memory of the crime? Ooh. This was taken on that day 2 years ago. The day Joe Dark ran out of the questioning room and tried to kill Emma. After receiving his award trophy, Mr. Marshall took a picture of him, then went along with Chief Gant to question Doc. Bet he never knew he'd be dead just a few hours later. Gee, you think? Yeah, I don't know about y'all, but I don't ever think about that. I don't like thinking about my, lack of immortalness. The Chief's organ show is a sight to behold. Occasionally we hear him playing it from the Criminal Affairs Department. That's on the 2nd floor, and this is the 15th of an entirely different building. Damn! Okay, well, pipe organs are allowed, okay? Gummy, please don't jump out of a window. If Pete does, I'm going with him. I stick by my man till the end. When a detective screws up, the chief calls him to his office, makes him listen to the organ for hours. What's so bad about that? Music soothes the soul. After that, the detective can't hear anything for days except for the ringing in their ears. So it's an instrument of punishment, literally. But aren't the chief's ears affected? He never listens to anyone anyway. That's besides the point. Okay. This is the real deal, isn't it? This armor and these weapons? Sure is, pal. The chief doesn't care for imitations. First the pipe organ, now this armor. Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room? Phoenix, thank you for calling it out. What? You mean we're paying for this? That's it. I'm not paying one cent of my tax. You're 16. Do you pay taxes? I don't think so. But understandable. Don't pay your taxes. That is not actual legal advice. I'm not getting you in the trouble with the IRS if you live in America. I don't know any equivalencies in the other parts of the world. The IRS does not like that. Okay. You don't have any taxes paid. See, she's 16. But I like where her spirit is. Shh, be careful what you say. Who knows? Chief may be hiding this armor as we speak. I don't think he'd fit in there. Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out. Cut it out! You guys don't know how scary that guy can be! And I believe it. Wow, look at the size of Chief Gant's desk. Speaking of that, when we were here earlier, yeah, he put something in there. I remember that, and I'm stealing that. Wonder what he was reading. This looks like... She has some iconic lines. She's I don't know what the word is. She's really growing on me. I genuinely really like her. Anyway, the list of evidence. Y'all remember Edward being like, damn, this list of evidence looks a little short. Can this man get like any more obvious? But I'm also starting to feel like it's a little too obvious, you know? List of evidence. In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this. Hey, look at the case name. Huh? SL9 incident. Wonder what this is doing here. Hold on, detective. What did you just say? I said, I wonder what. No, about evidence lists. Normally they're twice as long. That's right. Guess there wasn't a lot of evidence. A half-size list of evidence. Yeah, where have we heard that one before? The list of evidence seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. What would the other half of the list be doing here? Because that motherfucker is trying to cover something long. I knew it. The chief must be hiding something about that case. It would appear so. It was ripped in half, so this part's all we got. Why can't I look at his desk again? Mr. Edgeworth had the other half of that list. What would this list be doing here? We better take a little look a little more. Yeah, what about this safe real quick? This is a safe, isn't it? Safe? That wood is ripe with intrigue. Okay, if you say no, I'm with Gumshoe on this one. Looks like a code needs to be entered in this panel to open it. A 7-digit number. I think I just might know what it might be. Ooh. Okay. I probably shouldn't, but God, do I want to so bad. Because I'm betting you now the input number is his stupid little card, which is all 7s. But is this going to lock me out of it or something? Because, Ooh, it's so tantalizing. Oh. Just go for it. You right. Do you know what it is? I'm going to surmise it's the 7s. I have a hunch. Oh, I know. You want to try my birthday? What? I have a better idea. Here goes nothing. I am the best. Oh, not only am I an ace attorney and ace detective, I'm an ace thief, baby. Bingo. What number did you enter? Whose birthday was that? A whole lot of 7s. The final ID card number on that record. I think this motherfucker is stupid. You're gonna put something like your ID card number as a safe no. Different passwords for different things. What? The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day. You mean 77777? That ID number? I think you're 1 7 shy this time. This can only mean one thing. That's Chief Gant's ID number. I freaking called it. Oh, Chief Gant, when I get you, boy. Say, anyone care to look inside? Me? Absolutely. Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away? Are you hurting for money? Do I need to slide you a $5? Look, it's the other part of the fucking jar. The jar, baby. Do you remember the jar we took? You said you took forever to get through. You remember that? Somehow looks familiar. We haven't seen this before. There's something else in here too. What's this? It looks like a piece of leather cloth. Hold on. I think the brain cells are hold on. This is a handprint, isn't it? Hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. You know the chief man with the design. Yes, in his spare time, he's a seamstress. He's a fashion designer. That's his one true passion in life. I don't think so. Oh, well, it was just a thought. Is that it? This is all that was in the safe? Apparently so. It's empty now. A piece of cloth with a handprint on it and a broken shard from a cup. That's a real big cup. They look like pieces of evidence. Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with this case, I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here. Great. Now I have to prove their relevancy to get them. How are these two items related to the SL9 incident? Come on, there's got to be something we can show the detective. I can show you. Okay. remember the jar, my sweet boy. Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at this jar? I remember when the three of us put that back together. Ah, it was like a day ago. I love you. But there's no nostalgia right now. It's kind of early to be nostalgic. Phoenix, Loki, Phoenix and I would be saying the same bars. I think my mind has melded with his. Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case? That's right. One of the shards had an SL9 incident stick on it. Doesn't this ring any bells? You know, that fragment we just found? You mean this one? That was in the safe. Yes, that one. That was in the safe. Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let's see if it fits. Here, let me see that shard. I'll take a crack at this. Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do. Mr. Wright, here's some glue. If I can piece this together again, it'll prove Chief Gant was knowingly hiding evidence. Here goes. Okay, thank God I don't have to redo the whole vase, because I was about to freak the fuck out. And then... Oh, combine. Is E. I was pressing space, my bad. There! It fits like a charm. That, of course, means Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in his safe. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident. But... Hey guys, get a load of this! I want a load of you. Who said that? Oh my god, what is it? This beast you just attached. It's different from the others. The blood? There's a reddish line on it. A reddish line? That's blood. Wow, we're in a room full of geniuses. I don't get it. Why would Chief Can't hide this in a safe? Can I give this to Angel Star so she can have one of her 4 boyfriends test it? Is there anything else I need to do here? Or should... Because I need that cloth. Or the leather piece, whatever the fuck. What about this? Can't believe Officer Marshall would do something like that. You know Officer Marshall? Of course I do. He was like a mentor to me. When I first started, he even gave me a small cactus. Really? He said, Dick, she'll listen to all your troubles. Note to self, Detective Gumshoe talks to a cactus. I have to believe he's just a patrolman now. Someone ought to trade places with him. Except for you. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Okay. I'll be right back. You sit. Stay right here. I gotta go see, the handsome man. Yay. Get a load of this, Edgeworth. I didn't do it. Don't look at me like that. Right, please. I'm a prosecutor on this case. I haven't, though. You're so mean to me. Whatever. I'm going back. I'm running back to my other man. Here. Okay. Oops. Okay, cool. Now, how do I convince you to give me that? Or do I need to present the jar again? See what this... defer? I wonder, is this the drawing she did? Because she said I drew something, but it didn't look very good. I wonder what this is. It looks like... Because y'all know what that fucking looks like in his hand? That looks like the piece from the statue. I am putting the dots together so fast, it's giving everyone whiplash. What is it? Did you find something? I can't make it out. I better keep quiet about it for now. Huh? Oh, no, it's nothing. Why are your eyes moving about like that, Mr. Wright? I better not forget about this picture. I'm locked in. I am so locked in, it's kind of crazy. Do you want to say anything about this, about anything? That's what the chief was reading before, isn't it? You know, when we first came in here? Yeah, it looks like the right side of the forum's been torn off. So Mr. Edgeworth's list really was only half of the thing. Something else is bugging me more than that. Take a look at the back of that form, pal. The back? Oh, yeah, I already saw that. If you saw it too, then why do I need to check it? Okay, nobody gives a fuck, I guess. How can I convince you with the leather piece though? Emma is an incredible artist, really. No, for real. Why is this not hung up in the Louvre right now? I'm gonna show you the jar again. If this is nothing, then it's fine. But it only raises another question. What was the piece of it doing in the chief's safe? More importantly, why wasn't there any money in there? Isn't that what safes are for anyway? I have a feeling the outcome of tomorrow's trial might just hinge on this. Okay. No, hold the fuck up. Because where do I go from here? I'm getting so warm in this hoodie, I might have to go change. Yeah, there's that. Huh? Hold on. Don't. Okay. Ugh. Is there anything that I'm missing in the... There's another window. Are you gonna jump out of that? You can see pretty far from 50 stories up. At first, the chief wanted to use stained glass for this window. Really? Why didn't he? They say he changed his mind because he wouldn't be able to see the view. Oh, stained glass or not, it's a huge window. Okay. Okay. Hold on. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to have a look at this. It's not cheating if Apollo is speaking to me in my brain. Hey, I know what this is, so you want to take some fingerprints. That's a great idea, detective. Alright, go to town. Sheesh. What are you doing? Why are you sticking out your hand? Oh my god. Go ahead, take my fingerprints. It's not your fingerprints I want to take. Ah? Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about that cloth we found in the safe. Oh, heh. I knew that. The one with the handprint on it, right? Sheesh, where's your sense of humor? Okay, Mr. Wright, let's check for prints. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth, then once they're absorbed in the prints, blow the rest away. What are you, my mom? I don't have to be told a million times. Alright, let's get this over with. And sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. This is a pretty bad fingerprint, though. I gave it my best shot. That kind of result won't be good for matching fingerprints, will it? But it doesn't look like we'll get a clear result from this point. Let's try a different finger. The thumb? I feel like you press down pretty hard when you get a thumb. Okay, maybe not. I gave it my best shot. What about the middle finger? God, you have to be so precise with this, though. Like, you really gotta coat this bitch. Otherwise, they're like, no, not good enough. Like, okay. Is this good enough for you, please? Okay, we're good. Okay, it's not his. Not his, not. So I'm looking at the middle swirly, right? Because it's obviously the most obvious answer. Hold on. Emma, there's something you want to tell me? Okay. No, how can this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here? Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints were they? They're closer than you may think. We'll just say that. Huh? Oh, it seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match. Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be Dark's prints. What if all this time Emma's the serial killer? Psst, hey you, over here. What's going on here? What are that kid's prints doing inside the chief's safe? Don't ask me. Let's just keep this information from Emma for now. Yeah, maybe you should hold on to this. Thank you. Evidence for something. Actually, shh, no one tell her. But you know what that, hold on. You know what that low-key looks like? His jacket. I'm theory crafting here. That kind of looks like a jacket. But also, why would he take that off? Like, maybe I'm theory crafting a little too close to the sun. Call me Icarus, I guess. Well, was I any help? Of course. Thanks to your ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence. No, that's not very kind, is it? So, Gumshoe, sorry about your job. You can live with me. In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right, you in the coat? You don't even know his name? Chief Gant! We didn't think you'd be back so soon. Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in signs. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run right into a pole. Okay, well, that's kind of mean. Just then, I thought of a certain detective. I mean, you put puppy eyes next to Gumshoe, I see the resemblance. Do you mean me, sir? Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave. Fine by me. Dumbass doesn't even know. They're slandering my boy. He wouldn't run into a pole, but he does look like a little puppy. Yes, sir. Sorry. Oh, you in the coat. Me, sir. Don't get excited. This is nothing good for you. Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore. But, sir. No, get out. Why don't you go tackle him? I will literally help you. It's a 3v1. Emma can bite his Achilles out. We'll be on our way too then. Wait, you, the one without the spiky hair. Don't go yet. You're not keeping her in here alone, pal. I'd like a word with you. I will throw you out this window. But sir, I'm not a, like, I didn't get to read that. You with the spiky hair, you're free to go. I'm not leaving. Phoenix, if you leave her, you're stupid. Phoenix, you dumb slut. I'm sorry. I wouldn't leave her. I don't care what I did. My heart dropped when I got caught. I thought it was going to be a repeat of the Manfred taser thing. No, for real. That was when I played that, case, that genuinely, I did not think that was going to happen. And then it did. And then they both got tasered. I was like, yeah. And he left her that. Right? I'm sorry. She's low-key under my care right now. I would not leave a 16-year-old girl. I wouldn't even leave. Okay. I don't even care the age. I wouldn't leave a girl there. A woman, even. Look, pal. If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits. But no, you just had to go sneaking in there like that. And who followed? I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired. Yeah, but if I knew it'd be like this, I never would have said it. Now that I've seen the evidence Chief Gant was hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. But why has she kept eerily silent about it the whole time? Anyway, you listen to me? I'm gonna try to smooth things over with the Chief again. Later, pal. Godspeed, handsome. What do you want, baby? After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions, so she'll be busy for the rest of the day. I am bursting into that office like the Kool-Aid man to get my child back. I see. So the Chief asked Emma to come in for questioning. It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. Hey, I love this game, but this is it's been long, and I will finish it. I do, however, after it goes black screen, I do have to turn my camera off and change, because I'm so warm right now, it's disgusting. I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here. But I've already told you all I can. What you've told me over these past couple of days is absolutely nothing. It's a nothing burger, Lana. Not a single useful thing. Really? I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said that I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman. You know, I think I finally figured it out. I know who it is that's lurking behind your words. Mia did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous. I miss Mia so much. I miss her. And I miss Maya, and I can't believe they actually killed Mia. That was also one of the most shocking parts of an episode for me. Seems Edgeworth was right. Edgeworth? Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. Okay, but why is Edgeworth talking about me? Like, what exactly did it say? I want exact words. Thick-headed? He called me thick? Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story. I have to admit, I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you're unwilling to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing so because of a certain individual, and I know who. And here it comes. Yeah, no, because I know who it is. What an intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say? So you think I'm protecting this person? Protecting? No. I think you're afraid. I think afraid of is more like it. I'm flubbing the important part. I need to stop. If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have persuaded you to silence. For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, who may I ask is this person you're speaking of? The one I am supposedly so frightened of. What is this person's name? Is this motherfucker? Well, Miss Sky? Yep. Right on the nail. Psh, on the head, bitch. Mr. Wright, you are addressing the chief prosecutor. Do not forget your place. I take it she's still not ready to spill the beans. My apologies. Could you please tell me a bit more about what you think you know? You mean what I know, and you know that I know, and we all know? We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective. Assuming he is respectable, then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes? Riddle me this, Batman! His crimes? Both you and Edgeworth will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did. Specifically, hiding and forging evidence. Of course, these are serious offenses. Why is it, though, that Chief Gant's name was never mentioned? Chief Gant? Edgeworth didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly tampered with the evidence was me. I had access because I was second in command of that investigation. Yes, you, but also one other. Damon Phoenix, you are so smart! Eee! I'm so glad it's finally coming to light. I hate this motherfucker so bad. If you intend to accuse Chief Gant, you'll need more than just words. Show me proof that Chief Gant falsified evidence in that case. Ooh. My jar? Oh, wait. Ooh. Like that. I just found this in a safe in the chief's office. This jar piece and this piece of cloth. Do you know what these are? They're pieces of evidence from the SL9 incident. Turning around in the chair, I just imagine her straddling the chair. No, for real. Because how you turn it around? It's either that or she has like her knees in the chair and then it just makes this awful squeaky sound as she spins. The person concealing evidence was none other than Chief Gant himself. Now tell me, why are you taking all the blame for him? Is this your side hoe? Or I guess your main hoe? Touché, Mr. Wright. So as you surmised, I cannot disobey the chief's orders, even if it means being found guilty for murder. Dude in the back, you hearing this shit? Are you gonna be my witness in court? Cause, why not? Come now, Mr. Wright. You can't possibly expect me to be able to tell you that. 3 days ago, I had no choice but to cooperate in the murder of Detective Goodman. Or perhaps I should say, follow orders. Yes, that's more accurate than cooperate. But why? Although I can't tell you the details, I can say that I was given an order that day. I need you to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. That motherfucker did murder him in the evidence room. I knew it. I called it. Oh my god. You'll find it inside the trunk of my... A little fucked up if you were to put it in the trunk, though. Why are we always incriminating Edgeworth? Why does he always have to be at the scene of the crime? Just as I suspected. Despite what everyone believes, you were not the one who murdered Detective Goodman. Correct. The only thing you guilty of is the evidence, but, like, that's... I feel like that's a lighter sentence than, say, murder, so... I was just trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car. The trunk's lock was broken, and I discovered the murder weapon while inspecting the body. The murder weapon? You mean Edgeworth's knife? No. When I found the body, this was the knife stuck in it. The knife from the SL9 incident, serial killer Joe Dark's knife. I couldn't just leave that knife in him. So I took it out and stabbed him with another knife. Damn. You go through the lengths. That would be Edgeworth's knife, and I hope he gets compensated for this, because what the fuck? Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. That's why I ended up cutting my hand. And that's the reason for the bandage on your right hand? Yes. Seems that I got blood on the victim's shoes as well. And then? She saw me just as I plunged the knife in. Miss Starr, huh? Brother. The dick cannot be that good. Like... or maybe he's like, what's the word? Threatening her position. But like to go down for murder, you're gonna lose your position anyway. It can't be that good, sister. Pick yourself up. Why did you need to hide the knife so badly? It took a lot of work to finally close the Dark case 2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't ever want it to be opened again. My intent was to prevent that by whatever means possible. So, you hid Dark's knife. The weapon used to stab the detective was evidence in the Joe Dark case. If word got out, which it would, the reporters would have a field day with that. So, you wrapped the knife in your scarf and hid it in Edgeworth's exhaust pipe. Right. Then I called my sister to tell her what happened and to ask her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler. You asked Emma. I didn't want anyone on the force to know about this. So you're gonna incriminate your 16-year-old sister instead. She's not really... He's threatening something much more important to her. If you tell me that he just took her hostage right now, I'm gonna actually be extremely upset at Phoenix for leaving her. Because if anything... Brother. About Lana's innocence. Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them that day. A bad feeling? The truth is, after I received those orders from Chief Gant, the first thing I did was make a phone call. A phone call to Patrolman Jake Marshall? To Marshall? Why on earth would you call him? The lead investigator for the SL9 incident had been murdered. I wanted that fact to be kept hidden, and I needed help. He was the only other person I could trust. Or at least, I thought I could trust him at the time. However, it seems that after I spoke to him, he went off on an escapade of his own. Oh, you mean... Excuse me. Not wanting the case to die, he decided to take things into his own hands. R.I.P. Meekins, he didn't actually die, he just got his ass whooped and... Phew, embarrassing! He disguised himself as Detective Goodman and tried to steal the evidence. He had already stolen the ID card, but it seems he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room. After my phone call, any remaining doubts he had must have disappeared. So your phone call caused the incident in the evidence room. What the fuck is going... I understand we just got hella lore drop, but just what is going on? There's just so much information to intake. I'm afraid that's all I can tell you. But Lana, you've earned my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a defense attorney and an investigator. Thanks. Now please, don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow. No can doozy, sweet cheeks. I got a reputation to uphold. I'm also on a win streak right now, so... Tomorrow's trial, there's only one way to drive off Lana's demons. I've got to get to the bottom of everything. Detective Goodman's real murder. And what went down in the chief's office 2 years ago? He murdered him? I fear the pieces are there. Okay. Final day. Okay, the final day! I'm trusting you, game! Because this has been a long one. I don't even know how many hours I have actually spent on this. Because currently, I think we're, right now we're an hour and 52 minutes in. Oh my god. But I'm seeing this through tonight. It is, it is 11:30. Ooh. It's fine. We've already started. There's no going back. This is the defendant lobby, alright? But there's no defendant. I've been trying to reach Lana all morning. Where could she be? And where's Emma, for that matter? Fuck. Something's been happening behind the scenes. Hey, baby. I surmise nothing good is happening. Edgeworth, knowing you, you've already figured it out. Who the owner of the Lots of Sevens ID number is, that is. Well, I have a pretty strong hunch. Looks like I'm not the only one who's figured it out. He wasn't very good at hiding it. You know, the only reason this trial didn't reach a verdict yesterday is because there was still room for doubt regarding this ID record. If that number does belong to whom you suspect, then no doubt will remain. After all, he hasn't been officially charged with anything yet. Asterisk keyword yet. True, not yet. In any event, once all doubt has been removed from that list, I can call for a ruling. 5 minutes, right, and Chief Prosecutor Skye will be found guilty. But she did... Edgeworth, work with me here. I figured you'd say as much, that's why I came here, to hear what you have to say. I'm going to lay out everything for you. We are about to team up on this motherfucker so hard. This is the first time he's ever done something like this. Lana's hiding something, and the only way we'll ever know the truth is to draw it out of her. The truth? Everything goes back to the SL9 incident. Don't be stupid. Today's the last day of the trial. We don't have time to reminisce about the past. That depends on you. If she's found guilty, you'll lose your only chance to find out what really happened. And also keep your job. I'll think about it. See you in court, right? Good luck, kiss. This is it. If I'm ever going to find out what Chief Gant has on her, it's now. Did they have a kid together? That's 2 years, never mind. That's not enough to, like, really have, like, a real child. But I believe he's holding Emma hostage. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Normally, this is when the prosecution puts forth its opening statement. But before that, the police chief has a proposal. The police chief can suck my balls! I hate you. Morning, folks! How's everyone doing? Hey, Udgy. Been back to the pool yet? What is this obsession with swimming? No, I've been drowning enough as it is at my work. Oh, that's a good one. Don't think I can top that. If you don't mind me asking, Chief, exactly what is this proposal of yours? Can you just spit it out? I hate the waiting game. Is this like a power dynamic for him? Because it pisses me off. Lana, that is to say, the defendant, has asked me if she could speak directly to the court. So she could say she's guilty and persuade the jury and then you're scot-free, but I'm not letting that happen, pal. She wants to do what? Having heard what she intends to say, I feel she should be granted her request. In the end, it should save everyone a lot of time and trouble. I'm gonna deck this man. What's this all about, defendant? I'd just like to make one simple request and I'll be finished. Well then, what's your request? Your Honor, I'd like you to put an immediate end to this trial. Huh? I confess to all charges against me. On February 21st of this year, I murdered Detective Bruce Goodman in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. No, Lana! Brother. Objection! Objection indeed, Phoenix! You can't! Your Honor, the defendant's claim does not change the defense's plea. In that case, Mr. Wright, I no longer require... But consider this when you do. But Lana! Your Honor, I hereby forfeit my right to an attorney. The prosecution may lack direct evidence against me, but it has sufficiently proven its case through testimony and circumstantial evidence. I would like you to render your verdict now, if you please. Well, the defendant certainly has the right to self-representation. Her request is legally valid, although this is an unprecedented situation. Indeed, it appears there's no further need to continue this trial, even if Mr. Wright may feel otherwise. This can't be happening. It appears the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant... Objection! That's my man! That's my man! One moment, Your Honor! Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Any ruling at this stage would certainly be premature. Come now, Worthy! I wish he would. Who said that? What the fuck? I understand this is a difficult time for you, but why don't you just be a good little boy? And keep your mouth shut. And don't talk to my man that way ever again. I don't think I care for your tone, Chief Gant. They're teaming up! His suit is shrink wrapped to his skin, my god. You right? What? Creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes. Sorry, but I'm no longer the naive little boy you would have me be. Edward. Inside thought. With this sudden confession from the defendant, it's obvious to me some kind of deal was struck behind the scenes. Some kind of deal, Not everyone operates as you do, Worthy. I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change its first witness. Oh? To whom? As its first witness, the prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Scott. I think he's holding her hostage, can I be honest? Your Honor, I think Chief Gant's holding her hostage. Mr. Edgeworth, I am exercising my right to self-representation. I don't think we need to continue. I don't care what you think, Miss Guy. Edgeworth. Oh. Woo. The exposure of truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it would be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it. Fucking bars, dude. Very well. The court shall grant the prosecution's request. That's okay with you, right, Chief Gant? Fuck you. Worthy, you'll live to regret this. Mark my words. I'm gonna have such a field day putting you in prison! Miss Emma Skye, please take the stand. Looks like Edgeworth has decided to take the horse by the reins. I wish he'd take me by the reins. Oh, he's not holding her hostage. Okay, she's fine. She's fine. She's good. Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Emma Skye. My occupation? I'm Lana's little sister, and I want to be assigned to be... My occupation? Her sister. 2 years ago, you encountered the serial killer Joe Dark, one of the Joe Dark killings. Sorry, is this correct? Yes. I'm trying my hardest to forget about that, though. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to recall those events one more time. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember this trial concerns the murder of Detective... Trust in us. It all connects, your honor, Judge, man. Is an incident that was resolved 2 years ago really all that relevant? Yes, it most certainly is. Well, okay then. He sure gave in fast. Now, please testify about what happened to you 2 years ago. The trip to yesteryear has finally begun. It's bound to lead to the truth behind this trial. Threatening. Yeah, I don't like Chief Gant. Everyone ends up threatening Edgeworth in every episode. Come on, guys. I was waiting in my... Okay, I actually got a lock in this one, so no voices, sorry. I was waiting in my sister's office that day. A man came running in and took me hostage. Neil Marshall rescued me, but I'll never forget what I saw in that instant. The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest. Then why was he stabbed in the back? Riddle me that one. It's a good thing you weren't harmed. I passed out. I don't remember much. That's understandable. However, please tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, what does this testimony have to do with Detective Goodman's murder? That will soon become apparent, Your Honor. Let him cook, Your Judge, Honor. You've got to admire him for his courage, considering he has no evidence. We have the evidence. We are French in this situation. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Because I usually I press everything, but this one is fairly obvious as to what I need to present because his autopsy says he was stabbed in the back. Objection! Objection. Your Honor, that statement contradicts his evidence. You motherfucker. How dare y'all do this to me right now? It literally... Fuck! And I was so... This is why you don't get ahead of yourself. It's fine. That must have been a real shock. Even now, when I close my eyes, I can still see it just as clearly. Tell us, what were you doing at that moment? I believe you testified that Joe Dark was holding you hostage. When lightning struck and the lights went out, Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark. I was thrown aside and the two began wrestling each other. I'm pretty sure I was watching them. Emma doesn't have any reason to lie, but Lana sure does. I need to get Emma to tell me as much about this as she can. Okay, so I am just supposed to press everything. 2 years ago, the defendant was a detective at the police department, correct? Yes. She was second in command under then Deputy Chief of Police Gant. My sister, she was the best detective ever. Here we go, the glaze galore. Yes, I remember. Deputy Chief Gant and Miss Guy used to be quite the pair. I believe they shared the same office. That's right. I'd always sit at my sister's desk and dream about playing that organ. I wanted to play it that day, too. The police department and the prosecutor's office held a ceremony that day. Lana promised to take me to dinner after she finished her work. A man came running in and took me hostage. Man? Yes, Joe Dark. He was a serial killer. Joe Dark was brought in for questioning on the day of that ceremony. We were desperate to get anything on him that would lead to an arrest. When he saw his chance, he fled the room, right? Upon fleeing the room, Dark proceeded to take the elevator. He must have been in a panic because the elevator was going up. Then he ran to Sky and Gant's office. There was a lot of noise coming from outside, so I opened up the door to have a look. You have the survival instincts of a fucking piece of straw. That's when I saw him. Neil Marshall rescued me. What was the prosecutor doing there? That day, there were 2 people present during Dark's questioning. Deputy Chief Damon Gant and Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Almost forgot about Gant. Neil Marshall had just received the King of Prosecutors Award. Young and dedicated, he went straight to the questioning room after the ceremony. I assume that would also be why he was the first to run after Dark. When Dark grabbed me, I thought I was good as dead. And that's when Prosecutor Marshall came running in. I don't clearly remember what happened then, but I'll never forget what I saw in that instant. Okay. Can you tell us about that? Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark. Just then, the lights went out. The lights? It was just about this time of year. There was a terrible storm going on and lightning struck nearby. So the electricity went out. Wait a minute. If it was pitch dark in that room, you shouldn't have been able to see anything, right? Right, but just then lightning flashed again outside. That sudden flash left an unforgettable image of the scene in my mind. I see. I told the detective about what I saw then. The detective? Yes, Detective Goodman. He was in charge of the case. Detective Bruce Goodman, the victim. So you spoke with Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago. Yes, that's what's so scary about this trial. And you told Detective Goodman about what you saw. Yes, but at the time the words just wouldn't come out. That's why I drew a picture. A picture? Yes, I think she mentioned that before. Well, Mr. Wright, have you heard enough? No. I'm not done cooking, Your Honor. This picture the witness drew, I believe it has a very important meaning. We're working here. We are like this right now, twin. Don't do this to me. But the list of evidence I was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture. Witness, would you mind if we added the statement to your testimony? Yes, Your Honor. Drew a picture of that scene once, but it seems to have been lost. Are you sure? You drew a picture of the scene you witnessed, right? Yes, I wanted to do everything I could to help the investigation. I can still see it now whenever I close my eyes. That's strange. I took over the case after Prosecutor Marshall died, yet I never received any picture. Perhaps the witness is mistaken. But I did draw it, I swear. I'm not just imagining it. This picture of the imagery that reminds me, I got to check the evidence again. Well, anyway, let's continue. This scene, blah, 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 blah. The man, yeah. Except, consider this one.
Objection!
Objection, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth. This little girl put all her heart into drawing that picture. And yet, you would insist on denying its existence. Got him there. So are we like working together or not? I'm so confused. Love when the music stops. Me too, because that tells me that I'm on the money. I did something right. Hey, I'm not the bad guy. All I'm saying is that as the prosecutor for that case, I wasn't handed such a picture. That may well be, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Behold! This is the evidence list for the SL9 incident. Turn it around, Your Honor. Please turn it over. Turn it over. Oh, what's this? Yes, what is that? Hey, that's it. That's the picture I drew. Indeed, 2 men appear to be wrestling here. This doesn't look like wrestling. This looks like the other one's got the other pin on the ground. Like, let's be for real. What's the meaning of this? What are you doing with that list? Me? Okay, in my defense, I tried to give it to you, but the game simply wouldn't let me. Okay? Only the prosecutor in charge should have access to that list. Huh? These lists, they're different from each other. What? It would appear, Mr. Edgeworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete. These two lists fit together to form one. You can see the marks here where they were torn apart from each other. You want to guess who did that? Do you want to guess, Uji? So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, it's quite obvious what happened. 2 years ago, only half of the evidence in that case ever reached you. What? What? I love his little reaction. She's so cute. I hope whoever drew the different God, what do you call it? Like different reactions for this game. I hope they're living life good. I hope they're rich. I hope they have the most beautiful partner, spouse, whatever, and they're just living life goodly. But Miss Sky, why did you draw your picture on the back of such an important list? Because that's what Detective Goodman handed me in the questioning room, Your Honor. Wait a minute. I see that you can see the cogs in his brain turning. If this list was torn in half, then that means... Your Honor! Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Your eyes are bulging from your head! Ugh, it's a disgusting imagination. If the evidence list was torn in half, then there might be more of the drawing on the back of Mr. Edgeworth's list. Edgeworth, did you never turn your paper over, handsome boy? Yes, that's quite conceivable, Mr. Edgeworth. It's possible. Let's see. There's something wrong. Do you even have to ask? Sorry, Your Honor. There is indeed something drawn on the back of my list. It's that thing. The Blue Badger! It all comes back. When is anything right about him, to be honest? That's fair. He is always distraught. That's that thing. Put some respect on the Blue Badger's name. The thing that was dancing in the evidence room. Clearly, this act of vandalism is the work of a certain chief of detectives. I guess he was out of scrap paper. Evidence restored and updated. Very well. Witness, will you please testify about this picture you drew 2 years ago? Huh? Oh, yes, sir, Your Honor. What's wrong with Emma? She seemed to be thinking about something when she was looking at that picture. Let her cook. This is the picture I drew 2 years ago. The flash of lightning was so bright all I could see were shadows. After that, I must have fainted. This picture shows exactly what I saw in that instant. Think a flash of lightning to burn such an image in your mind. Thanks to that, though, she was able to show us exactly what she saw. Well, I don't see any contradictions here. It clearly shows Joe Dark about to murder prosecutor. You got that from two little stick figures you can see in their face that that's them? The defense may now begin its cross-examination. This is the picture I drew 2 years ago. Did you draw this picture right after the incident? I think I drew it 2 or 3 days later. At first, I was in such a state of shock that I couldn't do anything. During that time, the investigation team was reorganized. Detective Goodman was placed in charge, under the direction of Damon Gant and Lana Sky. 2 or 3 days later, the memories should still have been fresh in her mind, but not fresh enough. Excuse me, witness. But can you please tell us why this picture is painted all black? Flash of lightning was so bright all I could see were shadows. So, at the time you didn't even know it was Mr. Marshall who had come to your rescue? No, I couldn't see him clearly. The lightning was so bright and I was knocked to the floor. You were knocked to the floor. Dark had a tight grip on me, but when Mr. Marshall jumped on him, I was knocked away. I turned around, and that's when the lightning flashed. Poor Emma, I'm just glad she wasn't hurt. What happened after the lightning flashed? The resemblance is uncanny. Right? After that, she must have fainted. You mean you didn't see the actual murder take place? No, I'm sorry.
Objection!
The flash of lightning only drove off the darkness for a split second. Not only that, but the trauma of the situation understandably caused the witness to faint. Do you really need to torture this girl any further? You're the one who called her to the stand, Edgeworth, okay? Hey, I'm not the bad guy here. Anyway, this picture shows exactly what I saw that instant. Well, you can't really glean anything from it. I'm sorry. Sorry for asking so many times, but are you sure you drew exactly what you saw? Of course, this is the exact scene. It wasn't influenced in any way from your talks with the detectives. Don't object to me, I'm cooking. Are you insinuating we somehow manipulated her memory? Are you a detective, stupid? No. No, of course not. I'd better watch out or he might find some way to cut my salary. I drew this picture before I heard anything from the detectives, so I don't think anyone's story would have influenced me. Mr. Wright, is there something that's bothering you about this picture? Huh? Oh, well, for sure. That's strange. She claims it's exactly the scene that was imprinted in her mind, and yet, there's clearly a contradiction here. Shows exactly what... Hold on. Yeah, okay, now I can use it. See, the music stopped. See, this is the contradiction, and I fucking knew it. I was just a little too quick on the trigger in the beginning. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this picture the witness drew contains a blatant contradiction. What? But I still remember it just like it was yesterday. Mr. Wright, perhaps it would be faster if you simply pointed out this You got me there, Chief. What part of the picture contradicts the autopsy report? And... He's facing forward. He got stabbed in the back. I don't see what's strange about that. That's because the drawing stained. Mr. Wright, how could you? Oh no! The act of making an innocent girl cry should warrant the death penalty. I guess I shouldn't shift the blame to others. Yes, well, so long as the defense has learned its lessons. Better take another look at the object report in the picture. Like, why would you say that? That's what I'm saying. That's kind of fucked up of Phoenix. What? Because in my brain, okay, yeah, I understand. He was stabbed in the back, and this is him facing forwards. I'm confused onto what to press. Or the fact that there's no cowboy hat. Like, what? You know? Am I the stupid one? Hold on. Like, cause he's stabbed in the back, but what part do I press? Cause I pressed him. And I'm getting hot. I'm getting real warm in this. I'm getting real warm. The contradiction, of course, lies here. Take a look at the knife the man is holding. If you look closely, you can see his tip is broken. Just looks like a straight line. Even I don't have to look closely to see that, Mr. Wright. But Mr. Wright, look at the evidence. See the murder weapon? Its tip is broken too. If I recall, the tip of the knife was found broken off in the victim's body. It was the conclusive piece of evidence that proved Joe Dark was the murderer. I love when he shakes his little head. He's so cute. I'm afraid it's not so simple, Emma. Okay. And where, pray tell, could you possibly see a problem? It's obvious, really. The victim suffered a single stab wound to the back. If the victim was only stabbed once, then the murder weapon should not yet be broken. Get his ass, Phoenix, even though we're all, like, working together. You know what I'm saying? Perhaps the knife was broken beforehand. The autopsy report says the tip was broken in his back. Sorry, but I'm afraid that's not possible. The tip of the knife was found inside the victim's body. It was broken beforehand. It couldn't possibly wind up there. That's right, but what does this mean? There's hella objections happening right now. The tip of the knife was undeniably discovered within the victim's body. The only possible explanation is the witness's memory is mistaken. Holy objection! Take a shot every time. That's why I asked her so many times if she was sure she remembered correctly. I believe you were annoyed at the time, but she was sure she remembered correctly. But there's no other way to explain this inconsistency. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. There is another explanation. Have you forgotten already? About a little something called falsified evidence? Ooh, get him, Phoenix! You're treading on thin ice, right? What are you gonna do? All I'm saying is that this broken knife tip might be the piece of evidence that was forged. You can't deny the possibility. That's true. Oh, I don't think you like that one. Remember that his face is crazy? I know! The coconut water just splashed back in up onto my glasses. What a chance for that to happen. Are you saying the investigation really was corrupted? Precisely. Absolutely. Your Honor, please allow me to once again go over the events that took place the day of the murder. The police department and the prosecutor's office were holding a ceremony that day. After receiving the King of Prosecutors Award at the ceremony, Neil Marshall questioned Joe Dark along with Damon Gant. During his questioning, Joe Dark fled the room. Prosecutor Marshall chased after him and was killed by Dark. But was he? It is my belief that somewhere in this story, there is a lie. I'm not lying. The man really was holding up a broken knife. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm saying someone else is lying. If that's true, then there's no other way around it. This could not have been the actual murder. Thank you, handsome. There must have been another broken knife. What are the chances of there being two broken knives? More than you think. Another broken knife besides Joe Dark's. Could there have been one? There. Well, like, kinda, but not really. The witness is adamant about the accuracy of what she saw. It can't just be explained away by a simple observational error. Mr. Wright. In that instant, Emma really did see a broken knife. It's from the statue. I assume then that you have some kind of information about this other broken knife. If so, please feel free to enlighten us. The murder weapon was already broken prior to the murder. There's only one way. Take a look at this. Here's the real murder weapon. Okay, listen. Because I'm gonna present forth. Maybe my theory's crazy. I'm going to present this forth because it used to have the halberd, I believe I'm pronouncing it correctly, on it. And I think that's the true murder weapon. Please, music, stop. If anything's Yes! If anything's broken here, it's you. Did I fuck up? But the music stopped. Surely not. Huh? I'm sure this must all be very amusing to you, Miss Rick. I'm telling you, walk with me! I'm about to present the Blue Badger just for fun. Did he stab him with the jar? Like, oh, like I'm cooking. Trust, cooking. I'm cooking so hard, I'm going to burn down the kitchen. Cause I'm still of the sound, like of the line of questioning that it's the trophy, right? Okay, but put in the trophy for it. Didn't do nothing. But you can see this. Please, God. The answer lies in the past. 2 years in the past. Right here inside this picture. This is a picture of the award ceremony. Edgeworth, What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? It's the The broken murder weapon. You see. Notice the award Prosecutor Marshall is holding. Y'all walk with me. That's a broken knife. Positively cooking. As we earlier concluded, the knife in the drawing was not Joe Dark's knife. Sorry, I'm like lagging. It's late. It's 12. So that being the case, the knife the witness saw was in all likelihood from this award. And do you guys see how I called this shit earlier? God, I'm so good at this game. Neil Marshall was awarded King of Prosecutors that day. As an award, he was given this broken shield and knife. When he chased after Joe Dark, he pulled out this knife. Damn. Being a prosecutor, he did not carry a pistol. This broken knife was the only weapon he had in this dangerous situation. Don't object me. But that can't be. So, but you see how I literally just said it is B? Oh, and why not, Mr. Edgeworth? Because if the King of Prosecutors' award knife was the murder weapon, then the murderer and the victim would be reversed. What do you mean? I mean, this man raising a knife would have been Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Oh. But could you imagine a world in which it's not? But the prosecutor was the one who actually died. That's true. What's going on here? It seems Mr. Wright has been a bit too eager to jump to conclusions. Yeah. It's that. Wait! I remember now. I remember everything. Are you sure? Witness? Mr. Edgeworth. What is it? Could you show me your evidence list again, please? His list? The one with that picture scribbled on the back. The blue badger. What if the blue badger's the serial killer? I knew it. This picture. I'm the one who drew it. What? You drew that? That's right. The list wasn't torn in half at the time I drew this picture. What am I supposed to be seeing here? All this time, I've been trying so hard to forget. I must have locked this part away deep inside me. Perhaps it would be best if we added this to the witness testimony. Would you please tell us what you recalled, Miss Skye? Yes, Your Honor. First a knife mix-up and now the blue badger? This should be interesting. I don't know what I could possibly be looking at. When I saw that man raise his knife, I panicked and rushed toward both of them. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the blue badger. He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow. Huh? The blue badger really was the fucking serial killer. This is certainly most unusual. Try impossible. The chief of detectives hadn't even designed him until this year. That would mean he didn't even exist 2 years ago. Yes, well, the defense may now begin its quest. I don't want to touch this 10 football. Stop, please. Don't pursue this any further. Lana, what's the meaning of this? Please remain seated in the defendant's chair. But you can't do this. I've already confessed to the crime. Why can't you just leave it at that? Chief Prosecutor Skye. We've already come this far. It's too late to turn back. Silence. The defense will now begin its cross-examination. Ooh, bailiff, please detain the defendant! Seems we're finally getting to the core of the matter. How the fuck you get the blue badger there? We're gonna press everything. When you say that man, I assume you refer to Joe Dark. Yes, at least I think it was him. You think. All I could really see were shadows. The power outage that immediately preceded the incident is also documented in the prosecutor's office reports. So then you... I panicked and rushed towards both of them? Why would you do something so dangerous? What else could I have done? He was about to stab Mr. Marshall. She seems convinced that Drake was the one holding the knife. But as we just theorized, Mr. Marshall was the one holding the knife. Well, I didn't know that at the time. When that dark guy knocked me down, all I could think was, I've got to help that other person. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. What do you mean, you think? It all happened so fast, and I was in shock. I don't remember everything clearly. What I did, it's all kind of a blur. Miss Sky was almost killed before she was witness to a murder about to take place. With so much happening in a matter of seconds, a little disorientation is only natural. You got me there, handsome. I saw the man about to stab the other person, who I thought was Mr. Marshall. I knew I had to stop the man with the knife. What you did was very brave, young girl. So then what happened next? Just then there was another flash of lightning. That's when I found the blue badger. Are you sure about this? Of course. See? I even drew a picture of him here. Because I couldn't even tell you what this actually looks like. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe she's honed in on like a design on like somebody's clothing or something. But it's Chief of Detectives who thought of this hideous beast. Okay, hey. And that was just this year. The Blue Badger didn't exist 2 years ago. This is all quite volatile. I know it sounds strange. I was surprised too when I saw him at the police department. I had this nagging feeling that I'd seen him before somewhere. Now I finally remember. Oh, brother, just when you thought that thing had caused enough commotion. Tell us, where in the room did you see him dancing? He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow. His shadow? So you mean you didn't actually see his face, with his winning smile and all? That's right, but I still remember it. He had 3 creepy horns.
Objection!
3 creepy... Hold on, I'm trying to think about Gant's design right now. I can't remember that book. I actually have a picture of him. Yeah, I can see it. This is pointless. That thing couldn't have possibly existed 2 years ago. The witness must be mistaken.
Objection!
Objection. That may well be. But what's important is what caused her to think she saw what she did. Oh? And I suppose you have an explanation? If so, then by all means, please tell us what this shadow really was. What was it Emma saw when that lightning flashed? Who is this Blue Badger really? Ah, I just might know. The Blue Badger hadn't even been dreamt up when Emma drew this picture, yet she's certain she saw its shadow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the defense's belief that on that fateful day 2 years ago, there indeed was something that looked similar to the Blue Badger. Something that is now sitting in this very room. Mr. Wright! Well, she said she didn't see him. She said she saw the shadow. Is it his hair that got shadowed? In this room. Very well, Mr. Wright. What is it that the witness saw in that instant? Please show us this with 3 horns. It's not the jar. She saw the shadow. It's this mother. Like, I'm thinking his hair, right? Because I don't really have anything else. Ooh, I don't like decisions. Ooh. She said I had 3 horns. I'm thinking the hair. Okay. Ah! Okay. Oh, I'm so nervous. Oh, I'm so nervous.
Take that!
Behold, I got it! In her confusion, the witness mistook this for the Blue Badger. Please tell me I got it. The only person mistaking anything around here is you. Okay. Consider this one. Wait, am I the stupid one? It's fine. It's literally not that deep. You know what? I'm getting antsy. I've got, fuck. It's fine. Maybe there's nothing. Maybe there's nothing. But maybe it is something, right? You got me stressed out. I'm stressed. Okay, we saw this. Skip. Shut the fuck up.
Objection!
Okay. If it's not his hair. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Take that!
The mysterious blue badger was in fact this. But that's what exactly is that? I believe it's some sort of jar. But Mr. White, that doesn't look anything like the blue badger. Flip it upside down, baby. As it stands now, it's just a plain jar. However, what if we were to change our viewpoint? Flip it upside down. Our viewpoint. I've got to show them the correct angle to look at this form. Oh, let me rotate it. What weird ass. Hold on, it's gotta be just perfect knowing this game. Right? Is that right? Yeah, because they're like, whoop, and that's like, whoop. No. Okay.
Objection!
Okay. Fuck. Okay. No, okay. Okay. What? Okay. Because I'm thinking something like this, but I don't know. I don't understand. What orientation is this stupid fucking jar in? I hate this jar. Horizontal as in it's on its side? Really? I didn't mean to press E. I meant to rotate it. Fuck. My bad. My bad. All of these stupid little buttons on its side. Okay. Rotate. Like that? Or am I tweaking? Nah, fuck. Okay. How is this what's getting me this bad? It's a fucking jar. Low-key, I'm about to Google this shit. Because I'm not about to be stuck here all night. Damn, that's crazy. Google. And try to make the silhouette match that of the photo. I see. I understand. You know, maybe I'm just actually too stupid for these games. Can I be honest? I think... I don't think these games are made for me. Is that good? Or do I need to turn it a little more up, a little more down, a little more left, right? Thank you. Thank you. I would have gone crazy. This is... I'm going to eat you, Phoenix Wright, the game. How perfect this gotta be? Like this? What about this? Your or
Objection!
vase by itself? I don't understand. I fear. Is it the other side? Surely the fuck not. How is this the most tilting part of this game? Let me make sure I'm pressing the right buttons. Like that? I didn't mean to press. I didn't mean.
Objection!
I need to take a moment. I need to just take a minute. I didn't mean to press E right there. I was trying to press to rotate it because the mouse is a little weird when it rotates. It's fine. I just wish there was like state save or auto saves in this because it's fine. It's a vase. We're not gonna let a vase defeat me. I am literally the Ace Attorney and I need to stop fat fingering. I'm gonna stare at my keyboard before I press absolutely anything. Is it the other side? No, that wouldn't make sense. Is it more like this? I didn't mean to press E. This is my op. The E's my op. I'm gonna turn off stream. Okay. Fuck the E button, okay? R and Q. It's fine. This is mildly tilting, but it's fine. Let me look at this. R. I'm fucking sweating. It has to be exactly or it won't count. It's the main thing that pissed me off. Okay. How exact are we talking about? Because fuck. Because this makes sense, right? Because this too big. At a point it gets too big, right? Now if you squint your eyes, does that look like the blue badger? Game, you can't keep doing this to me. Or does it need to be a little more up? Like, I think that's too far up. That looks like the blue badger to me. I'm going to press E now, okay? In fact, I'm going to tilt him a little bit, just in case. I need to find my fucking zen. It looks like the badger to me. My God. It's fine. It's I fat fingered it. I might just okay. Consider this one. I turn off stream. I come back tomorrow and do this. I'm getting warm. I'm getting pissed off. It's a game, so it's really not that deep. I don't. Cause I don't. I'm going to try this one more time. I don't. I can't. I legitimately cannot. I can't do that. I can't. I don't understand. Because there's just a little bit. Okay. Work with me here. And this music is kind of driving me insane. What about this one? What about this one?
Objection!
Do what you've been doing until the bottom. We got it. We got it. I'd like to thank my mom. I'd like to thank my dad. I'd like to thank Phoenix Wright. Capcom, when I get my hands on you, however, I swear to God. Well, is this a miracle or what? Finally, you're telling me. You're telling me finally. No one could possibly deny this jar's resemblance to the Blue Badger. God. No, it can't be. I don't even have the end. It's fine. I'm gonna get this my all. I fear we're getting there to the end. We're getting to the end of the trial. I'm just gonna one last push. The defense has proven its claim. The mysterious Blue Badger, witness of the day of the crime, was actually this.
Objection!
No objections. Don't. After everything I've been through, do not object to me, boy. I can't take it. Although we all enjoyed Mr. Wright's dramatic performance, one question remains. Like halfway through the whole case. Why would you tell me that? Why would you do this to me? I should have stopped it to say, but I didn't want to put it off anymore. It's been almost 3 hours. Oh my God. What's your point? What do you mean? So that badger thing was actually just a jar. That doesn't change anything.
Objection!
More than half I like, thank God. Okay, cool. I can live with that. I can live with that. I'm afraid that's where you're wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. You see, this changes everything. Indeed? Very well then. Please tell us. What's different now that we know the witness saw this jar? Okay, not the location. Not the murder. The murderer? The murderer? The murderer. Fuck it, man. Let me take these in turn. At the moment of the murder, the witness saw this jar. At a very specific angle, I might add, Mr. Wright. Yes, well, knowing this, where could she have seen this jar? Where? The location of the jar is shown in the picture taken on the day of the crime. It's on a shelf in the office of Damon Gant, and it's right side up as well. But the body was found lying near Lana Skye's desk. The witness testified so herself. Yes, and it's these two facts that reveal what actually transpired. You see, the struggle between Dark and Marshall did not take place in Lana Skye's office. It happened on the other side of the room in Chief Gant's office. I mean, it's all the same office, you really think about it. Are you implying the murderer moved the victim's body? Ah, not close to the end, not much longer. Thank God. I love this game, but that Blue Badger bitch is... You know what I'm saying? From Damon Gant's office to Lana Skye's office. Yes. Why would he do that? There's no reason. There's every reason. Exactly. If there wasn't a reason, he wouldn't have gone through the trouble. The only logical conclusion is that there was a reason. Do you know what that reason was, Mr. Wright? I finally figured it out, so this is why Lana tried to stop the trial. It's too late to quit now, though. Okay. Fuck it. That's one thing that really throws me off about this game specifically. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun. The only thing that prior to this happening, the only thing that really threw me off about the game was the back and forth, like all the backtracking that was happening in episode 3, the one that takes place at the movie set. That was like my only gripe with the game, and even then it wasn't even that bad. This, however, oh. Please recall the witness's testimony. She says she knocked away the man who was holding up the knife. In the next instant, the jar was hit and flew through the air. Now tell me, what could have sent the jar flying? That would have to have been the impact the man made when he was knocked into the wall? Ladies and gentlemen, if I may draw your attention to this picture once more. If the man was knocked in the direction of the shelf the jar was sitting on, what would he have hit? The suit of armor, holding a very sharp and dangerous looking sword. Yes. And since the man who was knocked into the armor was carrying a broken knife, he would have had to have been Neil Marshall, wielding the King of Prosecutors trophy. No, Mr. Wright, you can't be thinking. Yes, there is another possibility of what actually transpired in that room. Another possibility. Of course, the perpetrator would have had no idea, but nevertheless... I don't know if I can go through with this. Don't back off now, Phoenix, after what we've just done. Holy shit. Mr. Wright, what's the matter? If events took place as the defense theorizes, then the outcome is obvious. In that moment, assuming the man Emma Skye knocked away was actually Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Oh no! Oh no! Oh shit! I would. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, that makes so much more sense. If this is what actually happened, that makes a lot. Murder the detective. That is one question I still have. I never imagined her testimony would lead to this. So it was the witness who took the victim's life. An accident? And then proved so with her own testimony. This is unprecedented. Damn. Holy twist and turns. What? What are you saying? I'm sorry, Miss Skye, but given the circumstances, Joe Darkman... Why would she go to jail? She tried to save someone. It was an accident. Why are we acting like she finna go to jail? She didn't do nothing. How can you think it was Emma? How dare you try to pin the crime on her? Imagine that coming from you. Even if you recall, it was you who admitted to forging evidence 2 years ago. The reason you moved Prosecutor Marshall's body was to keep anyone else from finding out about what Emma did, wasn't it? I assure you, Mr. Edgeworth, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you hope to have anyone believe your insane allegations, I'm afraid you're gonna have to have proof. Tell me, do you have any conclusive evidence that proves my sister killed Neil? No. No. Evidence? No. I'm willing to bet you don't. Yes, it certainly would be difficult to prove this with evidence. Can we just blame it on Gantz? Not Miles throwing shade. I'm gonna let him have it. I'm gonna let him have it. He deserves it out of everybody. If we don't have evidence, then we'll have to rely on testimony. I'm afraid that won't work in this case. Both parties involved in the incident are dead. Ouija board or bring back Maya real fast. We certainly can't get dead people to testify. This has all been a wild goose chase from the beginning. Touché, Miss Skye. Of course, that only leaves us with one possibility. You mean there's still another possibility? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? I mean the possibility that the victim has left us a message. For better or for worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly. He may have left behind the name of the person who took his life. In one manner or another. That's impossible. Well, Mr. Wright, it's the only possibility left to you. A message from the deceased. Does such a message exist? I've got to think back to the court record. The real murderer's name that victim may have left behind. The cloth. Thank you. Thank you. I was thinking that this message from the deceased is already in our possession. Mr. Wright, will you stop at nothing to prove my sister a murderer? That's the law, baby. Do not be mistaken, Miss Skye. Our purpose is not to accuse Emma of any crime. There's only one thing we seek, the truth. Something like that, no matter how painful it may be. Now then, Mr. Wright, please show us a piece of evidence that conveys a message from the deceased. And that's why her fingerprints were on it. This is the message from the deceased. Right. Now then, this is the message from the judge. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. To be held pending trial. That is all. This court is adjourned. There's no way. There's no way. I'm about to get naked. The jar has the message. Okay, it's fine, because you know what? How much would I have to... Do I have to start from the beginning? Okay. Okay. Tomorrow. I can't. I'm getting warm. I'm mildly upset. And by mildly, I mean extremely. It's fine. You'll win some, you'll lose some. It's that's how the cookie crumbles. I will just tomorrow when I get on, I will before I get on, I will make sure to be where we left off. I gotta go. I got stuff to do anyway. It was fate. This happened because it was fate. Okay? You were on a winning streak too. I know, and there that goes. I have to do the blue badge again. Fuck. Okay, it's fine. Tomorrow, I will get right back to where we were and finish it. It's okay. It's fine. This was fate. This was supposed to happen. Nothing happens without a reason. Okay. Papa's gonna go. I'm gonna go cry. I'm just gonna go cry. That's all I can say. Okay. I hope everyone has a good day, good night, good everything. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll finish Ace Attorney then. Good night. Dream about the Blue Badger section.